Here's a sequence of exercises I've picked up over the years that I think are good as a general settling into the day. Start with some standing, allowing yourself to wriggle a bit and settle a bit, yawn as much as you like. That where do you feel you're holding something, and if you can let go. Then shifting your weight over to one side, start turning the body. So on the foot where all your weight is, turn your body over that. So think about where is your belly button pointing. It's not about just swinging the leg, but that your entire body over it is turning. And this is to kind of encourage rooting and transmitting force stably from the ground up. And doing it with gradually larger and larger circles. And here I just do it 3 times each side, but it'd be interesting to do at least 6 each side. So start first with the ball of the foot still being on the ground. It's almost like you're walking. And then swinging small circles low to the ground. Again, look, the belly button moves. It's not the foot that moves, or not the leg that's off the ground that moves on its own. Usually if I'm on my own, I might do it 9 times each, or a bit more, depending on where I want to focus it. Maybe start at 18 times with the ball of the foot on the ground. Your knee circles. And again here, where's the posture over the ankles? As you'd see when I switch to the side, it's I go down as far as I can, and when I can't go down anymore, my heels come up. And one of the visualizations I have for this is that if someone was pushing down on my shoulders, that I'd be able to come back up. It's really nice for the ankle and the knee and the ball of the foot. Again, to get that feeling of the transmission of power. Now we come on to the squatting, arching or spine work. As we're going down, we bend over, noticing where are you holding? Where are you holding yourself and releasing it as you're doing it, so that none of the joints are locked, which is true for all of the things I show here. All the joints have at least some piece of movement. They don't feel hard. And then you're rising back up. And here at this point, very kind of deliberately, the head rises up and the feet sink down. And just repeating it here. So sinking down, and as I sink, I curve the back, trying to make a gentle curve of it, feeling the head hang and pushing through the pelvis. And one of the things I try to do here, which I find tricky, is to initiate returning from the pelvis, moving back. Then back into the fetal position and rising up, again pushing from the pelvis. The feet sinking down and the head rising up. So it's a bit exaggerated here, but again, try not to do it with a locking or a tension in it. Then the rest of the sequence is for the arms. These are called tiger claws. Palms up and folding the fingers over. As you can see, it's like the finger joints are all at 90 degrees. And doing this without anything locking and feeling like the fingers are sinking into clay and feeling very heavy. So it's not about strength, but it feels like pressure and weight that's being applied. As if the weight and the power is coming from your body and flowing into your hands. Then these are wrist articulations, but as you can see, it begins with the elbows. So the fold of the elbow, or the point of the elbow, moves from pointing down to pointing forwards, and that creates the twist in the wrist. And this is a really powerful thing to do, again, because it's teaching how to transmit the power through the torso out to the body. This last piece here are shoulder extensions. So sliding the shoulders forwards and backwards and feeling that stretch. So that the arms aren't stretching forward, it's just the shoulders moving forwards and backwards. You could experiment with this against a wall or even in a push-up position, so that it still feels powerful. It's not a stretch, or you're not overextending your shoulder. Once all of that is done, it might be nice to stand in tree pose for a while. And again, allowing yourself to open out. It's not a static thing. You're not holding yourself in tree pose. You are in it and trying to find some comfort and space with that. And then finally, a nice little gentle fold over. I bend the knees a lot here for myself. I feel my stomach and my ribs rest on my thighs, allowing it to slide forward, and allowing my spine and my head to hang, supported by my legs, hanging from my pelvis, and my hands resting on my feet. Not pushing back, but just resting there. Stand up, settle for a moment, and that's the end of the sequence. Can go for as long as you want.